Growing up a huge SpongeBob SquarePants kid, I always loved its weird and surreal humor. But out of the thousands of episodes I watched, one episode always stood out to me as the weirdest. Everybody I talked to about this episode remembers it was special in a peculiar way. The nonsensical plot and abstract settings were awesome to me as a kid. I loved how it was kind of this weird bottle episode that made no sense but all the sense at the same time. The episode follows Squidward throughout a day of Kafkaesque horrors. He has an audition after work and needs somewhere to store his clarinet. Mr. Krabs pulls out his old Navy locker, which has the corpse of an old shipmate still trapped inside it from a terrifying Navy prank gone wrong. The soul of this corpse could possibly be haunting the locker and an explanation for the mysterious, hellish elements inside. SpongeBob does some renovations on the locker, and Squidward, worrying about the state of his instrument, goes inside looking. After realizing the clarinet has been frustratingly moved around in an impossibly complex maze of filing cabinets, Squidward follows the sound of SpongeBob's laugh behind a curtain to the mysteriously abstract world of Clarinetland. Is this a real world in the SpongeBob SquarePants cinematic universe, or is this a figment of Squidward's imagination, specifically designed for him? We stumble on this eagle head.
I am the keeper of the horned forest.
He eats Squidward, and this is where the episode starts to get weird. Squidward continues to chase the laughing SpongeBob endlessly down the disgusting stomach of the eagle. He lands in a circus house full of scary mirrors and clarinets. Patrick plays pinball with him.
I win!
And eerily warns him about
the pressure.
Is everyone else in on this horror show? Through our familiarity with the characters, this is a strange surrealism that only shows like SpongeBob could achieve. The episode starts to get fully abstract as Squidward chases SpongeBob over the Earth into space as it explodes in a giant nuclear bomb. In the end, Squidward ends up with PTSD from all the bureaucratic nightmares. SpongeBob seems completely unaware of what just transpired.
Squidward? Are you okay?
Implying that it either wasn't SpongeBob he was chasing, or it was just a figment of Squidward's imagination. Will we ever receive the answers to these questions? No. This episode gave me an existential crisis as a child. Like many episodes about Squidward, it's full of surreal, nihilistic tragedy. It's a great example of Squidward's existential crisis and eternal torment. Could he ever hope to understand a world so chaotic and seemingly designed to make him suffer? Is it worth it to know? As an animated character trapped inside a show where he's written to be miserable, is there a way he could accept the unacceptable, or will his writers always know his weakness as they know themselves? The end of the episode seems to hopelessly suggest that the only thing Squidward can do is run from his trauma. Regardless, this is one of my favorite and definitely one of the weirdest episodes of SpongeBob. I love how genre-bending and experimental the show can be. Watching this as an adult who experiences their own existential crises, I empathize much more with Squidward and just hope he makes it to his clarinet audition one day. This episode specifically, and this show in general, have a powerful ability to leave a surreal and hilariously lasting impression on me and millions of other kids. Thanks for watching this video essay on one of my favorite episodes of SpongeBob. I remember being endlessly inspired by the show's wackiness as a kid, and this was a lot of fun to make. For more content like this, hit like and subscribe.